Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second. The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 3. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Opting for the 3-wood.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Oh, nice looking putt. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in 2nd place. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Well, he's behind, just in 2nd place, looking to leapfrog.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will move him to 6 under par. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Okay, time to return to the action. Wow, that's bold. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times. But then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, good shot that, right inside the range. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Looking really good, this one. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. This shot here near the 200-yard marker.
Next shot, straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
They've decided to club up.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Wonderful shot. A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the hybrid. Sitting at 9 under par, currently in the lead. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Surely it's going to.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Birdied their last hole.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Playing from around 160 yards.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And a par putt awaits him.
It's looking solid.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
A chance to get 2 back on the course here. This one for Eagle.
Ouch, that hurts. Playing their 4th shot. Straight out of the top drawer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Nicely holed and for par.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. And now that finds him in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Wow, Rich. That's impressive.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Great drive, this one. They could get all the way onto the surface. Here's a chance to get to 12 under.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And down it goes for an eagle. And after that hole, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard with Xander Schauffele in second. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
Unable to find the green on this one.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. Critical bunker shot here to win the tournament. Oh, almost went in. This putt well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that calibre and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning a decent rate of knots.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
At -2, going along nicely today.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here. Needs a little ground help to the left.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
And back to the course with the live action. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is a 12-footer here.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
How close was that to going down? Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold.
Game face on early here, Luke.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. Okay, so that's step one, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. Putting for par. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's sitting there in the rankings at fourth. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
An opportunity to make their par. That gets the job done. He's currently sitting in first place. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
This putt is about 8 feet. Oh, so close. Putting for a par now. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.